Hello, Professor Arako. I'm gonna go fast this time. My name is Yang Fu. It's my ID to prove that this is me. Just to look around. So, because of I didn't have a printer set up, so here's the computer screen was the sheet only. And if you just look around, this is just my dorm room. There's nothing to help me to help with this lab. I'm gonna set my phone right here. I'm gonna start demonstrate all the structures. I'm gonna wear my gloves right now. On the list. Okay, go fast. 5 to 10 minutes video. So when I cut the heart, I actually cut it wrong. So it's like 4 pieces right now, but it doesn't really matter. So this is the anterior part of the sheet part, and the back is the posterior. This is the anterior. Make sure I face the camera. Okay, so the pericardium is the outside sucks actually covering the heart, and the epicardium is the outside layer of the heart here. Is the visceral layer of the pericardium, and then the base of the heart is actually top here, and apex is the peak on the bottom here, and then right auricle and left auricle. So if you hold the heart, this is anterior heart, so the left side is actually on the on my right, and then this is the right side. You look on the top, so this is the I'm gonna use this. This is the right auricle, and this is the left auricle right here, and this is the superior vena cava. I'll talk about that later. Right ventricle, left ventricle. If you see on here, as I said, this is the left side is actually the right ventricle, and this is the left ventricle right here. And pulmonary trunk. So if you look on top here, this is the aorta, superior vena cava, and then this superior vena cava, and then this is the um, what's it called, pulmonary trunk right here. This part, because it's connected to the pulmonary semi-lunar valve down there to the right ventricle. But this right here is the pulmonary trunk, and now I'm gonna open it right now. So as you see here, this is the, as I said, outside is epicardium, and then this thick layer all in the middle here is called myocardium, and then every tissue inside of the ventricles and atrium are the endocardium. So everything inside endocardium, myocardium, and then right atrium is the one up here. So on the very top is the opening of a superior vena cava, and then back down here should be the inferior vena cava right here, and then all the blood flows in here to the right atrium here, and then goes through the tricuspid valve in the middle here, and then goes to the right ventricle. It's not shown on the list, but right ventricle, and then it shoots up from here, so it actually will be on the other side. So if it's still on the other side, this is the right ventricle. It will shoot up from here, which is the pulmonary semi-lunar valve, and out to the top, which is the pulmonary trunk I showed earlier. And then back to this side. Sorry, I cut it really bad. To the left atrium is top here, and then left ventricle is down there. In between right here, this is the bicuspid valve, or it's called mitral valve as well, I think. And then aortic. So aorta. 4 minutes is good. So aorta is this thing on the top here. So it connects the left ventricle It's on the other side as well. So basically, from the aorta, if it shoots down, the aortic semilunar valve is the valve right here that controls the blood doesn't backflow. After identifying structures and discuss the circulation as the blood, so the blood enters the heart through the two like veins, inferior and superior vena cava, as I showed earlier, and then as all deoxygenated blood from the body into and then goes through the two vena cavas and then enters the after superior inferior vena cava enters the right atrium, and then goes past the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, and then it shoots up from the pulmonary semilunar valve into the pulmonary trunk, and then into the pulmonary artery, and then it flows to the lung. And then all these are deoxygenated blood. When it comes back from the lung, it's oxygenated blood. So the left and right pulmonary veins carry the oxygenated blood and back to the from the lungs to the left atrium, and then goes through the bicuspid valve here, or we call the mitral valve, into the left ventricle, and then it shoots up to the aortic semilunar valve into aorta, and then it goes to the rest of the body from here, and this concludes all this concludes my lab for this week. Thank you, Professor Echo. I'm gonna take my gloves off and stop the video.